fifth place with a Houston Dynamo 2 side that are making a couple of changes from their match against North Texas. He's making a couple of changes as well. Nelson Pierre starts up top, did not play with the first team last night. He starts with Alumi. They go left to right as we are up and running here in Houston. Ryan Lee and our MLS Next Pro crew, thank you for joining us here at SaberCat Stadium. Reduce the opposition's opportunities as you have a clip from behind by Djordjevic. This allows Houston to come on. Stepping in, loads up, and it's held on by Francoeur. And you had a possible argument that Djordjevic might have gotten a foul from a clip on his heel, but then you had the left footer hands of Isaac Francoeur. Djordjevic. Castro's service, headed down, it's a bouncer, palmed out by Cruz. And it doesn't matter, there was a foul in the box. Here's a nice service by Castro, wait for Pierre to find the lane, and so consistent for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Captain play, serve to the area, too high for anyone to get it, so it's a goal kick to Cruz. You had that service once again. You had Alumi and Pierre in the area, but a turnaround try as Romero fights past Djordjevic. He just shook him out of his boots. Laid back Bulma. Duenas. Ricardo Clark talked about how these Dynamo Dos players are so comfortable with the ball at their feet. Duenas, one of them, service in the area. It's headed, it's loose, but the bouncer towards Francoeur as he smothers. Houston Dynamo continue to pack on the opportunities as you just have this one. Eric Duenas, another one of those midfielders, just causing all sorts of havoc, and finish of the forwards couldn't quite do so, but Alumi starts the counter for Vancouver. Nelson Pierre! Can't beat out Cruz. So after being on the bench all game last night over at Shell Energy Stadium, where he saw the MLS side of things take that 3-0 win. International call-ups, a couple of the Whitecaps players were heavy features, especially with Brian White and Sebastian Berhalter in the Gold Cup, and their next pro team have upped the ante a little bit as well, and they'll have to do so defensively against another Houston corner. Romero to center, takes a deflection, still alive. Di Morelli can't escape. Duenas gets free. Looks for breathing room as he's got Juan Viveros. Got his first MLS Next Pro goal on Sunday against North Texas. One of 3 in that 3-0 win. Duenas to center. He takes a chop down and a free kick for the Dynamo. Duenas has been so threatening, using a little bit of that first team experience to his benefit. He was with the LAFC organization since 2020, came over with Houston in this past offseason, and even spent a little bit of time in the USL Championship with Las Vegas Lights on a quick loan stint in 2022. He wins the foul, but will not take it. You have Bulma and Di Morelli, give or take 25 yards from goal. You have Di Morelli, Bulma, and Wakatuya right behind. At the half an hour, Di Morelli towards goal off the wall. However, Houston hangs on as it will be their throw. Right into the head of Nelson Pierre. Didn't even have to jump for it, just right off the throw. DiMorelli knifes through the defense, keeps it going. DiMorelli slicing, dicing, executing. Matteo DiMorelli, what a way to get goal contributions in back-to-back. And he opens the scoring for Houston. They're up 1-0. What an individual effort from Matteo DiMorelli. Takes it from the edge of the attacking third and just wipes through the Whitecaps defense. Left-footed strike on the... How does Vancouver respond as they're already back in Houston's end? Trying to strip it back, and they'll win a free kick of their own. Keeping from Selemani, and the just waiting up for Castro, who was centering attempted. Looked like he had Djordjevic, who was the one getting all pretzeled up there. As it will be Jackson Castro, Plano, Texas native, 22 years old, 3-time All-Big East with Creighton. Not quite the angle to score, but it is a chance for Castro to serve. Into the area, headed down, punched out by Cruz. Second chance for Selemani. Second try as it's headed up by Alumi, but nothing there. Djordjevic taken down, top of the area, penalty. Down 1-0 in Houston. Castro slots it home. Whitecaps win one back and tie this game 1-1. It was Nikola Djordjevic who got the tackle by Anor Giamfi that allows Jackson Castro to step up on the dot. Things were catching up to us as of late, were the words of Marcelo Santos, as his side attempted to cross but headed out by O'Neal. Even some of the minor details between these two have been lockstep since 2024, as they have identical records both this year and last, but the deadlock will be broken as the attempted centering feed cannot be collected by Pierre. Now gets the strip back. DiMorelli from Wakatuya in the 31st. 4 minutes later, it would be Jackson Castro from the spot as Nikola Djordjevic was taken down by Steven Anor Giamfi at the top of the box. Turnaround for Duenas. He's got room. Lays it out for Bulma, interrupted by O'Neal. Selemani scoops it to center. Alumi gets a touch and scores! Run, Ryan Alumi! He's got 5 goals in 5 games and puts Vancouver ahead 2-1. What a way to clip off the tail end of the first. A lot of game planning. This might have been the plan for Ricardo Clark as his side is up 2-1 at the half. And Houston have work to do when we come back from the break. Leo Guitao in, Eric Duenas is out to start the second half as we are back in business for the second half. Vancouver, white and blue, right to left. Houston, orange and white, left to right. Anor Giamfi. Attempted cross blocked by O'Neal. The win by Houston against North Texas probably more pivotal than it was initially made out to be, because both of these teams were only trailing North Texas by a point going into today, and maybe even an opportunity to climb closer towards Colorado Rapids as well, who sit 4 points above. DiMorelli leaves it behind. Anor Giamfi right towards the goalkeeper, Isaac Francor. As it was laid across, DiMorelli left it behind, and nothing quite comes from that. He's seen 3 shots, points in 5 of the last 6. The only one was in Francor's first start, as you see. Marcelo Santos to make substitutions. He has Miles Gardner and David Garcia coming in, with Steven Anor Giamfi and Tomas Romero coming out. Couple of fake moves. It just comes back towards the top. It's a long distance try, and it's right towards Francor. Houston have been getting their opportunities. They have been testing Isaac Francor quite a bit. Maybe hoping that been shaken off of that 3-2 loss towards the Real Monarchs, but he has been pretty sharp and hasn't had to make any extremely difficult saves, but has made the ones.
Here in Vancouver, Whitecaps too. Doing the field number 63, Joy.
SaberCat Stadium. Was that clearance enough to win the corner? Looks like it was. Joshua Bolma, Pedro Cruz in the box. Service, headed, contacts Cruz. Still alive for the Dynamo. Cruz comes up with this. He scrambles back to his goal. Throw in for Vancouver. You have the scramble back by Cruz. Just trying to force the issue. Maybe trying to argue that was a handball maybe, but referee said play on as the throw-in's back in play. Disrupted by Barrett. Good play by Suji to get in front of that one. It's a chance to bring free. It's Alumi. He's got Kuplin. Alumi's got 2! A brace for Ryan Alumi will win it for the Whitecaps as they're up 3-1 in second half stoppage. The desperation was going to grow, and honestly, without this play by Yuma Suji, this play does not happen. What effort by the mid. Most likely for the first time since May of 2023, but a chance to the side of the net in response. Houston has life. David Garcia, his first, Houston second. Just when it looked like the insurance marker was in, David Garcia gets a goal to keep things interesting. His first goal since July of 2024, over a year and 6 days ago. But is a chance for Alumi to seal it again on a hat trick. Lays it off, Cashwaley gets it going! Right, just like that, end to end. 2 goals to 1, back up by 2 are Vancouver. And this one should do it. What an unselfish play by Alumi. A lot of the effort was done by Cashwaley to win the ball back towards Alumi, and then lays it off for Cashwaley. And Cyprian Cashwaley slams the door in Houston's face. And that will be it. After a dramatic stoppage time in the second half, Vancouver win it 4-2 in Houston for the first time since May of 2023.